So today we're starting a new book, First Corinthians, and in the very first chapter, we have a famous passage where Paul contrasts the foolishness of the cross with the wisdom of humanity. And he talks about how the cross is foolishness, but we boast in the foolishness of the cross and don't rely on the wisdom of human beings. I have to confess that I sometimes have trouble with this teaching because my kind of faith is one that relies on my mind as much as my heart. And I want a understanding of faith that makes sense to me, that seems to make sense to people in the contemporary world. And so I'm not always as compelled by appeals to blind faith and appeals to lift up things that are foolish rather than things that make sense, because I think that's what God gave us minds for. I have no doubt that the cross is a reality, that Jesus died on the cross. And I hope that Jesus was resurrected in the way that we talk about on Easter and as we read about in the scriptures. But I have to say that theories of the cross, like Paul has, sometimes are tough for me to swallow, and you may be the same. And so I encourage you and invite you to think about this as we read through this new book, First Corinthians.